Hey everyone, welcome to our podcast. I'm Philip.
And I'm Chloe. We're here to chat about books and explore the stories that stay with us after we've turned a page.
From reviews to recommendations, we got you covered.
So grab a cozy spot and a fun drink and let's get reading. This is The Notable Readers.
They fight, they sing, they're stars, they
Piss me off. It's like when you have your friend's location and you stalk them and they just feel like your little Sims.
They film for 2 months, and 6 hours of those 2 months are shown. So
now we're going to be doing our drink of the day. Philip, what's yours?
I have,
Piss me off.
I have a Frosted Dr. Pepper from Chick-fil-A.
And I have a Frosted Coke from Chick-fil-A as well. Okay. Now we're going to be talking about our current reads.
So my book is Alchemized by Sin Lin Yu. And for the summary, once a promising alchemist, Helen Mariano is now a prisoner of war and of her own mind. Her resistance, friends, and allies have been brutally murdered, her abilities suppressed, and the world she knew destroyed. In the aftermath of a long war, Paladia's new ruling class of corrupt guild.
I've been burping too. That's being puzzled.
In the aftermath of a long war, Paladia's new ruling class of corrupt guild families and depraved necromancers, whose vile undead creatures help bring about their victory, holds Helena captive. According to resistant records, she was the healer of little importance within their ranks. But Helena has inexplicable memory loss of the months leading up to her capture, making her enemies wonder if she truly as insignificant as she appears, or are her lost memories hiding some vital piece of the resistance final gambit. To uncover memories buried deep within her mind, Helena is sent to the High Reeve, one of the most powerful and ruthless necromancers in this world. Trapped on his crumbling estate, Helena's fight to protect her lost history and to preserve the last remaining... My stomach is turning up. Trapped on his crumbling estate, Helena's fight to protect her lost history and to preserve the last remaining shreds of her former self is just beginning. For her prison and captor have secrets of their own. Secrets Helena must unearth, whatever the cost. Chloe, what's your current read? I'm struggling.
My current read is Redeeming 6 by Chloe Walsh. I'll read the back.
Don't cry.
With his world unraveling around him and pressures rising at home, Joey Lynch's life has never been in more turmoil. Desperate to prove himself worthy of the only person he's ever put his trust in, Joey fights hard to save himself from his addiction, but the odds are stacked against him. Day by day, the water's rising. Giving in to his demons would destroy everything he's worked for. But soon, even love doesn't seem like enough to reach the surface. Unwilling to give up on her best friend, the boy she's fallen for, Aphie Malloy fights back against Joey's self-destruction with everything she has, but she's drowning too. In this world she doesn't understand, with only her fiery heart to guide her. As circumstances change and unexpected hurdles rise between them, hearts will break and mend and break again. All the while, Aphie refuses to turn her back on Joey because he's always had hers too. In the end, it will be up to both of them whether their hearts are worth healing and their love is worth saving. Okay, we're going to be talking about reality shows that have affected us, either emotionally or just in ways that we see the world and everything like that. So, do you want me to start or do you want to start?
No, you can start.
Okay. So, for me, a show that has definitely affected me is Love Island. As someone who enjoys watching Love Island USA specifically, in the summer, it's crazy how you can see the psychological impact it has on people. This recent season 7 especially, once a show gets a large following, the magnitude of it grows so much. When watching these people in Fiji, it feels like watching sim characters, which I know sounds crazy, but it's true because it's like when you have your friend's location and you stalk them and they just feel like your little Sims. but it's like, it's real people, but that's just what it feels like. But in the show, you get to control some of the things that happen to them and everything, so it makes it feel more like a game too. Like, obviously, like, the whole thing is kind of a game, but not really. But it feels like it for the viewers because you get to kind of like choose who to put together sometimes. So it's easy to forget that the people are real, which, like, I know sometimes I do because, I don't know, you don't know them. So since you don't have like a personal connection to them, you're only seeing them on a screen. So when you see people on a screen, sometimes you think of them as characters instead of people. And then, although a lot of these people go on the show for fame, I don't feel like the fame is worth it when it comes to Love Island. Like, you're going on a show to find love, and then afterwards you're like scrutinized for life and like judged for life. Well, not life, but like for a long time afterwards, just about, all the decisions you've made and who you've coupled up with and everything like that. Like, literally on the show, people can dig up posts from when you were 10 and then, like, use it against you, like, use it as, like, which I get sometimes the post is wrong, but, like, when you're young, sometimes you don't really know everything. Now, I'm not saying, like, if you're 18 and do something. If you're 18, you're old enough, but, like, when you're 8 or 9 or something like that, that's a different kind of situation. But yeah, I just feel like I would have terrible anxiety if I went on Love Island and then had to deal with it afterwards, because that's just too many people watching, too many opinions on my own decisions, and it just doesn't seem worth it to me. How about you, Philip?
One reality TV show that affected me was The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
I knew you were going to say that. I was going to write it for you, but...
Well, no, because that's, like, the one that I watched, like, because, like, Dance Moms I obviously watched start to finish.
Yeah.
But Dance Moms I more so watched out of order. Because I originally watched it on YouTube. So, like, when they recommend... Because, like, when they post episodes, it's not like the episodes are in order or anything.
Yeah.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives was the first time I watched it in order. And I started watching it because Whitney Levitt and Jen Affleck, who were on the show, were on Dancing with the Stars. And they kept referencing things, like, in their... What's it called? When they do their thing.
Interview?
No. Their package.
Oh.
On Dance Moms, when they have their package of, like, each week when they find out what their dance and song is and all that. They kept referencing things. Like, Jen Affleck did a dance. Her TikTok night dance was a dance that she did, and she was wearing, like, a hospital gown and with, like, a baby bump, which I didn't get the reference of. But then it became a thing of, like, oh, it's Mom Talk where we dance. So then I started watching it just so I could see the whole plot of that. And here we are 3 seasons later.
Obsessed.
But I think that... And I think it only affected me because then I realized... Because, like, Dance Moms, I knew it was a reality TV show going into it.
Yeah.
But I watched it when I was younger. Whereas with The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, it's more... I mean, like, Dance Moms is kid... It's not kid-friendly, but, like, kids can watch it. The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, kids should not be watching that.
Yeah.
So it was, like, my first time watching a full reality TV show start to finish up until now. That's an adult. And, like, also, it's not like they hide. Where, like, I feel like on Dance Moms, the like, moms and stuff didn't say anything until recent years. Whereas they go and say, like, they did the reunion, and then the entire cast was posting on the reunion being like, this is bullshit, because we talked more than that, and there's a lot more. So I feel like being 18, or an adult now, that feels weird to say. Like, being an adult now, and, like, being able to see, like, how reality TV shows actually operate while they're actually operating versus going back and rewatching it, especially because they all have their own opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was mine.
So now we're going to be talking about what reality TV doesn't show that we think that it should show. Yeah.
So for me, what I think that what they don't show, but I feel like they should, is like a whole timeline. So like obviously like so.
That's good.
So I'll use like the Secret Lives. No, I don't want anything worse. But like things like Dance Moms and how they film in a week. So they film that entire week and then they post or they edit.
Yeah.
Instead of releasing like 1 hour episodes just based on that week, or do like a make it more of like a doc. I mean, I know it's a reality TV show, but like make it more of like a docuseries. So like,
Yeah.
there's more footage. So like, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, they filmed for like what 2 months, and like 6 hours of those 2 months are shown. So like, I feel like they should like release like, do like half the season at the beginning and then half the season towards the end.
Yeah.
That way, viewers aren't left waiting the in between, like the gap, because season, I think 3 came out late December, and they said that season 4 will come out early this year.
Mm-hmm.
So now when we watched it, we already watched 8 episodes. So if they space it out more in the 2 months or 3 months that they film, they space it out. Then the viewers have stuff until they drop the trailer for season 4. So it like there's no gap in the timeline, pretty much. Is I guess what I'm trying to say, because like in the first season, Taylor gets pregnant, has a miscarriage, and then gets arrested. But there's so much time. Like, people kept commenting on Whitney Levitt's hair because her hair kept changing every 2 seconds, because it was filmed over the course of like 6 months.
Yeah.
Which was very inconsistent. And then in the time that we could have kept watching while we were waiting for season 2, or I guess everyone else, not me specifically, but like whoever else would stay waiting, then they could have been watching it the whole way through.
Yeah.
And like another thing about that is like the whole timeline being like everyone, because I know like Dance Moms obviously focus around the dancers.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives focuses solely around Taylor, because the whole reason they have the show is because of Taylor.
Yeah.
But I feel like if Taylor's not in it, then it's like they just don't care. Like when Taylor took that break in last season, when Macy, Jesse, Layla, and Michaela are all doing that event.
Yeah.
They like show like 2 seconds of it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when Taylor's on, they show like as much of Taylor as they possibly can. So I feel like just having like not making a reality TV show about one. I mean, like just because one star books it, I feel like making it so that everyone has a part. So you're watching. So like Jen Affleck, they showed in the reunion Macy and Michaela giving birth, but not Jen.
Yeah.
So I think they're like overplaying some people over others.
Yeah.
Based on like again the favoritisms. I mean, I'm not saying anyone like they play favorites, but like the producers and the editors are playing favorites over who they pick to show and what.
Yeah. I kind of agree. Like going along with what Philip was saying, like with Love Island, for example. Obviously, they're on Fiji for like in Fiji for like 2 months straight, and the viewers, we get episodes basically every day, but Wednesday and then after some on Saturdays. So they're pushing out these episodes really fast because they have to, but it's also sometimes you get like 2 hours of a 24-hour day. So I kind of wish they had like, at least for that show specifically, an option, even if you had to like pay for it. I mean, I wouldn't want to pay for it, but like an option to where they had like a 24-hour live stream, because even like no matter what, they're going to have to wear the mics and stuff like that, because they are recording all day, but it's just what they choose to put in. So that way you can get some like intel, especially on the other couples, because it was hard to see the other couples form, because they were, they kind of like chose which couples to draw out and pay attention to. So it'd be nice to see the other couples form, or like see possible relationships form, because sometimes relationships form out of nowhere. For example, Nick and Alandria, even though they were just friends for a while or whatever, like apparently they did talk a little bit in the beginning or something like that. So it would have been nice to like see it, because I guess like my thing is like not having the producers and like directors and stuff paint so much, and like the editors paint so much of what they want. Because I feel like since it's reality TV, it's supposed to be like reality, but the backstage crew is really showing what they want to show. Like, it's not actually reality, it's whatever they want to put out, and like whatever story they want to do instead of the actual story. So I guess more truth is what I would want to see, just because for one, it'd make it more relatable as a viewer, and then also it just makes the most sense to me is if it's like at least some truth, at least so that it makes sense. Like sometimes with Dance Moms, it just didn't even make sense. Like some of the fights were just out of nowhere, just because they're just like pieced together and just thrown just randomly. So I feel like I would want the producers to kind of let the stories play out how they're supposed to play out. Like, even if they want to plant something, that's fine. Like, plant something to start a fight, whatever. But don't, like, change fights and put together words here and all that kind of stuff. Like, me and Philip were talking about in the last episode with Ashley fighting, how they used her words from an interview to throw in. Like, obviously, her and Kendall did fight, but they should have just shown the actual fight and what was actually said during the fight instead of inserting stuff to...
But that was also only because Jill and Kendall had something
Oh, yeah,
to do.
something to do, so they had to have a reason.
So then producers wouldn't let them go unless they staged a fight with Ashley, which was why they went and had Ashley say that in the interview, so they could stage it to look like that.
But I just feel like things should be done more naturally. Moral of the story. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay.
Welcome to our segment, Off Topic with the Hot Topics.
Each episode we're going to talk about a controversial topic related to each week's theme.
It's always good to bring a little bit of spice to our episodes with our crazy takes.
So everyone get your opinions ready and let's go
Off Topic. So the question for the Off Topic with the Hot Topics today is, if we were able to make our own reality TV show, what would it be about and who would we cast?
Am I starting?
Yeah.
Mine's like, I feel like would connect to a lot of the like cozy weird gamers. Do you know that game Tamagotchi Life?
Yeah.
That and like reality, because that's basically what. So like for those that don't know what Tamagotchi Life is, it's basically you basically make these Mii characters and you put them in like on an island and then they interact with each other and then like chaos, like they fight, they sing, they're stars, they're they have a bunch of things that they can do. But I was always a kid that like would put like stars on it and then like cause the most chaos possible. So like I would put like Leonardo DiCaprio in it and then like have Kim Kardashian in it. And then like it just caused chaos across several different genres of television.
Yeah.
So I feel like doing like a Tamagotchi Life thing where it's like you have an island and you just stick a bunch of A-list celebrities on there with massive egos, and then their egos take control and it ends up being a whole argument. So like the Kardashians, Abby Lee Miller, Gordon Ramsay, just having a bunch of different stars that have no idea who each other are, or like obviously they know who they are, but like don't know much about each other, and then they just clash with all their egos. Like that would be fun, like just chaos.
It reminds me of this book I read. Oh, I read it on my Kindle. It's called like The Compound, and it's kind of like what you're saying. Like they all went to an island. It's because it was supposed to be kind of like a Love Island type, but like they competed for prizes, but like they would like kill each other though.
I mean, the celebrities can do that too. Like we have enough. We're celebrities too.
Yeah.
And it can only be us, so that would technically take out most of them. So it can just be us.
Perfect.
What would you do?
Mine, I would do a reality TV show about me. No, I'm kidding. Mine would be like I love like our job dynamic. How, not like the podcast job, but like our work job. Well, this is kind of like work, but the one that gives us money. I feel like I would want a reality show based off of like employees, kind of like The Office, but real life, or like Parks and Rec, but real life.
Well, that's what The Office is. Like Office and Abbott Elementary are like sitcom fake reality. So like,
yeah.
it's like, but like there's a scripted, whereas
ours would be like authentic. Yeah. Like, I want to see it but, like, I want, like, a messy staff. That kind of vibe, I feel like would be so fun. Because, like, obviously, like, Abbott and stuff, they are funny. But then, like, sometimes, like, in my head, they're real. Because they feel real to me. But, like, I feel like it'd be funnier. And, like, especially if it's just normal people. Like, don't base it in Hollywood. Base it in some random state, like Idaho or something. Like that was a random state. But I feel like just it would be funny. Yeah.
That's a wrap for today's episode of The Notable Readers.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us and talking about these amazing books.
Be sure to subscribe and send us your suggestions. We want to hear what you're reading.
Next week we will be back with our review of Nia Su's Bottom of the Pyramid. And until next time, keep reading.